Hey, we're Along Came a Spider from Cleveland, Ohio, and these are our crazy tour stories.
All right, so this one time we basically had a day off, so we decided, let's have a little fun. Let's get some drinks in us. We got what kind of whiskey was it?
It was
honey?
It was honey Tennessee Honey Jack.
Tennessee Honey Jack. We ended up finishing, I think, that whole bottle.
No, we all had individual bottles. There was 3 of us, and we all finished.
Well, I guess that's why the story ends the way it does. But so anyway, we're drinking, and Luke says, I got to go to the bathroom. So he goes, and it's been about 20-25 minutes. He hasn't returned, so of course we're a little worried about him. We end up going out, and we walk towards the end of the RV here, and we see a cup with the drink that he was drinking in it. We're like, why is that there? We turn around, and he's right in front of the RV, just ass up, face down in the grass, and we're like, Luke, are you okay? He ends up just laughing his ass off. It was the funniest
He started
thing.
laughing because I was like, oh, let's get a picture, because we were trying to be quiet because we didn't want to wake him, because I wanted to get a picture. And then he even said while he's laying there, he's like, are you guys trying to take a picture? And we're like, yeah. So then he just taking his face in the curb. So
it was fantastic.
That's
It was
good.
very good.
That's
we didn't get the picture. We were laughing too hard. A lot of times when we would go through Louisiana, we'd always stop in New Orleans, and we would always try and get crazy drunk on Bourbon Street. So we would all get
And
Try.
succeed. We would
always
succeed, by the way.
So we would all go to this. We always had this corner place between these 2 strip clubs. It was like Stilettos and Hustler, and there's this little corner bar place that just sells fish bowls, and in the fish bowls they just mix a hurricane, which is like a ton of
Eight
liquor.
shots, basically.
Yeah. So it was. So we all get one. We're all wearing our necklaces, and I think the one time Jamie looked at me and he's like, "Well, I got 2, so why aren't you gonna get 2?" And I was like, "All right, well, if he's gonna show me up, I guess I gotta get 2." So we all just basically just keep drinking these fish bowls, and we're not realizing with the heat and everything like that.
And no food.
So we're just stumbling through Bourbon Street. Jamie, at one point, some random black guy comes up and puts his arm around Jamie, and they become best friends. They walk off, and we're so drunk, we're like, he'll be fine.
Just strangers.
And he comes back, he had Chinese money in his wallet. The money's gone. We're like, what did you do? And
No idea.
he has no clue. So we think the guy either robbed him, or he says that he
Well, I
gave
just
it.
said, here's
like,
some Chinese money.
Here you go, buddy.
Which is equally as believable.
Yeah. He paid for
Knowing how
strippers,
drunk I was.
strippers' college tuition. Yeah.
That or I did that. Yeah, maybe.
I
did that.
honestly believe he did give him the money.
Yeah, maybe. Like, here, man.
He's Canadian, so he's very
Very
good.
nice.
But
Yeah.
so
It's in me.
we're drunk, and the smartest thing to do when you're drunk is, hey, let's go get tattoos. So we go to this tattoo place.
Oh, no.
Luke's like, I'm just gonna get a piercing, and then I think I look to the other band that we were on tour. Was like, hey, you should get a tattoo with me. So they're like, yeah, I'll get a tattoo with you, and they didn't. So I told the guys, like, yeah, I want a spider because my band's Along Came a Spider. And then he's like, all right, he draws it up, and I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And then the next day, I just look on my shoulder, and like, if you want to zoom in, like,
Look at this thing.
he puts MCP pants on my fucking shoulder. So it's like the worst blown out line spider I've ever had, but that's just
A forever memory,
now I keep it just as a badge of like shame.
All right. Well, now, in true fashion, basically almost all of our stories, involve
Speaking
alcohol.
of shame.
Yeah, almost all of our stories involve alcohol some way or another. But actually, it was a tour where it was just me, Justin, Kalo, and Luke, and we were in New York City, and we played an early show on Staten Island, so we decided to go over to the city. Well, me, Luke, and Justin were not drinking, but Kalo sure had a lot of what was it called?
It was some shitty whiskey.
Oh, it was the worst whiskey you'd
Evan
ever
Williams
seen.
might
It was,
have
it
been.
was,
It
it
was
was
in a
absolutely
Pepsi
disgusting.
bottle,
Yeah, it was in a
though.
Pepsi
Full
bottle.
Pepsi
I
bottle.
don't like
So-
where the story's
so-
going.
So he was like, a good thing there was somebody there to carry him basically through New York.
Yeah, it was a girl that
And-
became our tour guide for the night.
for the night, and she wound up taking us in circles. But anyway, so we wound up in Times Square. We noticed, hey, we're all hungry. There's a bubblegum shrimp. So we're like, all right, let's get some food. And Kalo, had a few drinks in him, couldn't walk, said, the tab's on me tonight. Cool,
Yeah.
sweet. So
legit.
we're all sitting down. We sit down at the chair. We sit down in our chairs, and everybody's looking over the menu. And Kalo looks like he's really studying this menu, like hard. like really hard studying this menu.
Tell them about the appetizer
And then-
first, though, because
well,
they brought out the appetizer.
Yeah, they bring out the appetizers first, and it's a bunch of shrimp, and he started eating it with the shell on it.
But he's eating it, he's like, oh, this is real good.
Yeah,
So, oh, you guys should try
so then
this.
when
This
it
is how
came
you
to-
have to do it all the time.
So when it came time to actually order the food, he goes, "I'll have the shrimp stacker." And the waitress, she said, "That doesn't exist on the menu." He ordered something off the menu that just did not
He
exist.
made it completely up.
Yeah.
But
So-
he thought it was there. And he's like, no, seriously, it's right here.
It was actually what was it? It was a shrimp shack shooters.
shrimp. It was a shrimp.
It was close. It was
It was a
close.
shrimp. No, it was like a shrimp boat or something. It was like a shrimp.
Look, I was so wasted I
Shrimp
saluted
stack
the
platter.
Statue of
Yeah,
Liberty.
shrimp shack platter.
Yeah.
It was
New York.
Oh, it didn't even have stack. It was shrimp. It was a shrimp boat platter. It was something like it was a shrimp boat platter. Didn't have stack in it at all.
Yeah.
But he saw platter and thought stacker. And
How did he?
So
salute
to
New
summarize
York?
the
Remember
story,
Well, and then
drink in moderation, folks. If you're on the road.
just don't drink a lot. You know, you could end up ordering stuff off the menu and living like an idiot because it ain't there. You know.
yeah, but
So-
the best part too was when we were leaving on the ferry, and he's just so proud of of all that we just did in New York. We're all just sitting there, and all of a sudden he just walks to the edge of the boat and he goes, "See you later, New York." And he salutes the Statue of Liberty. He doesn't even salute the city. He salutes the Statue of Liberty like she's got reign over the whole city. Thanks, Mayor.